Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of The Girl House. Okay, it's been a while. I need to publicly apologize for posting irregularly here on The Girl House. I get it, I've not been consistent with my postings, especially under this, series that I started. And I'm sorry, I was traveling, there was so much going on with my house. So yeah, but we are back. And oh my god, I need to just acknowledge the fact that now on my channel there is a podcast section. So now The Girl House is kind of like a podcast on YouTube. Like there's just an option and I just uploaded all the episodes I've done so far under that section, and I don't know, it just gave me jitters in a good way, and I was like, is this actually a podcast now? Because when I started off, I just was like, okay, it can just be like a new nice series on my YouTube and whatever, but I am really glad that YouTube has done this kind of an option, and now everything is just under one name, be it my vlogs, be it like my podcast style videos, which are under The Girl House. And yeah, okay, thank you everyone for being nice to me. Even though I was not uploading consistently, I will make sure that I do that. And yeah, maybe the number of videos will decrease a little because I'm posting so much on YouTube in general in so many formats. But yeah, we will try to do 2 to 3 episodes a month. I think that is good enough. Okay, now coming back to today's episode, which is so personal to me again. Like I am trying to remember this little girl I was who was so scared of stepping into a room full of people. I used to like really get these breakdowns. I used to get so anxious, so nervous. I used to always avoid situations. I would try to, ask people that, do you want to come with me? Please, let's go together, because I just didn't want to go alone. And I was just like not confident enough to be in a room full of people who might be strangers to me. And when I look back, like I have come so far. Like I'm at a point right now where I can do anything in my life alone. I am so confident in the way I am, in the way I speak, in my own body, in my own skin. Like literally so many things that I was insecure about back then, I have come so far. And I get it, like everyone once in a while feels like maybe they are not enough, and maybe just their aura is not magnetic enough, and when they enter in a room, people would not turn their heads or people would just not care. I mean, I would not want to feel like that about myself, and I would not want you guys to feel that way about yourself. So it's time we change. Like I don't gatekeep. I need to tell you all what helped me, what are the things I have done over the years, and what are the things that I'm still, actively doing just to make sure that I'm confident enough. And I feel confident in the way I am. It's not even related to anyone else at this point. It's more to do with yourself. Maybe you are in this whole social media journey, maybe if you're in this career or in any other career, or maybe if you're in your school, that it's like so important in school, in high school, in college, to sort of like leave an impact behind and to make sure that you have that kind of an aura that people would want to speak to you, and you are confident enough to strike a conversation with other people. So yeah, enough said, let's just get into the video. Okay, now what exactly is confidence? I have my phone here. Let me just read out like a definition. Confidence is feeling of being sure of yourself and your abilities, and the belief that you can successfully execute an action. So like I mentioned before, it has more to do with you, your abilities, your way of being, your way of thinking. And now wait, this also says that it can sometimes turn into arrogance, where you believe that people around you are lower than you, and you want to make sure, I mean obviously, like there's a difference between feeling confident and being arrogant and mean, and we don't want to go on that side of the spectrum where we are making other people feel like, I don't know, like they are lower than you and you are the only one who matters or whatever. Like we don't want to get too overconfident in that way and turn that confidence into arrogance. So you want to make sure that doesn't happen. So now let me tell you all a few things that you can keep in mind that will help you build your confidence level and in general make you like a more magnetic and a charming person and just help your aura. Okay, now firstly, do what you said you would do. This is so necessary. Like today I told myself that I'm gonna wake up early, I'm gonna shoot a brand video that I have to shoot, episode, and then I'm gonna record a new episode of the Girl House, and I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna post it. This is what I have said to myself. Now at the end of the day, if I end up doing all that I said I would do, I would feel so good about myself. I would feel like, you know what, I got this, like I can do so many things. I said that I would do that and I actually ended up doing that, and that would just boost my confidence. It would literally make me feel like I got my shit together, and that's what you want to focus on. If you've set something, if you've set targets for yourself, if you have goals for yourself, you want to hold yourself accountable, you want to show up, you want to put in that work because you said that you would put. Like, I don't know, if you said that you would go to the gym 4 times a week, you would eat clean, or maybe at work you would talk to more people, you would socialize more, or maybe in school you would speak to more people, make new friends, you'll make sure that whatever homework is given to you, you would do that on time. All these things, if you say that to yourself, you want to make sure that you actually end up doing those things, because it's important for us to, tick off things, and when we actually tick those things off from our to-do list, we feel that sense of accomplishment, and that in turn literally boosts our confidence level, and we feel good showing up. We feel like, okay, like if I've said something to someone, I would do that. If I've said something to myself, I would do that. Second, you want to be best friends with being uncomfortable, and I think I've spoken about this before also, but you need to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, because when you actually deal with those situations, again, you would feel like I actually did it, and that I actually did it. It just again makes you so much more confident about yourself. Like, there have been times where I just didn't want to show up because I don't know, I felt too comfortable. Today I didn't want to get out of my bed because I was too comfortable just sleeping those extra minutes, but I got up. I literally felt like I was leaving a comfort space, but I had to, because there are things to do. There are like goals to meet, and there's this thing that I have to do for myself which would help me. So I feel like if you feel like you're too scared, maybe there's like some competition going on that you want to be a part of, but again you're too scared, you feel like it's too uncomfortable situation that you're gonna get into it. I'm telling you, if you feel like you don't want to go alone. Like, literally try to do all of these things for yourself, because it just helps you be more independent in a way that actually boosts your confidence. So like, I would highly recommend everyone to at least do one thing that makes you a little uncomfortable, at least like once a week or something. And again, disclaimer, I'm not asking you to do anything like that would actually like be uncomfortable for you as a person. Like, don't do that. Like, if it physically would affect you, or I don't know, like if anyone else is making you feel uncomfortable, like, no, don't get me wrong here, this is not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that sometimes we are too scared to be in certain situations, and we want to make sure that we still like try to be in those situations. If some opportunity has knocked your door, it's because you are ready for it. Don't just be like, oh, I'm not ready for it, I'm not prepared for it, maybe now is not the right time. Yeah, so don't think in that direction. Like, I'm telling you, are ready for it. Okay, third, be delulu. Oh my god, this is so funny, but I feel like you need to be a little delusional and just act like the main character, because we forget that we are the main character. It's our life, and we literally have to act like a main character at all times, and you want to make sure that you're showing up as a main character. You don't want to be a side character in your own life, right? Like, no one wants that for themselves. So I feel like you need to be delusional enough to believe that whatever you're thinking, no matter how big your dreams are, they are achievable. Everything happens here. If you make yourself believe that you're actually a main character, and you're actually confident, and you show up and you speak properly, and you're ready and speaking to, I don't know, like an audience or maybe like a few people, you're ready for it. You know how these people are in movies, they just like walk a certain way, be a certain way, show up a certain way. I don't know, like sometimes you need to do all of those things to actually boost your confidence, and it always helps. And I feel like when I always show up to a certain event or a certain setting as a main character, when I know, like I keep telling myself, you got this, you are the main character, everyone literally around you is gonna feel that way, because like it just happens, it just literally happens. And now when I show up to these things, I just feel like there is this certain kind of, I don't know, magnetism and this certain kind of charm that I have over the time built, and I feel like people in the room can sense that. And to reach that level, you have to do these things. You have to be delusional that you can, I don't know, achieve whatever you have in your brain. All the dreams if they are put in your head, it's for a reason, because you are capable enough to achieve them. So be delusional about it. And of course, being delusional is not the only thing. You have to put in the work, so that goes without saying. Number 4, strike conversation with the most random people, with strangers. Make sure you're talking and having conversations. Be interested in other people and what they have to say. Hear about their life and just like let them speak, and be the person who is hearing more. And this is something I have recently started doing. I am also not that great with it because I'm just a very talkative person, so I'm always the one speaking. But recently I started being the one who hears more, so I let the other people speak more. And in general, like recently I went to this workout class, and I went with my friends, but then there was this group exercise, like a partner exercise, and I was like, I'm just gonna be partner with like this girl who was just next to me. I've never met her, I've like seen her for the first time in that class, and I randomly went to her. I'm like, hi, do you want to do like this exercise together? And I just strike the conversation, and I just met her, and now we speak. Like, you know, I just know her, so I know a little bit about her. I know her background, what she's done, what plans she has, what next for her. You want to make sure that you are invested in other people's life. You never know like how actually, I don't know, it just sometimes helps, and people actually look up to those people who are hearing more. And when you hear more and then you think and then you speak, you actually build your confidence, because then you're not the only one who's blabbering unnecessarily. So I have a list of conversation starters just in case y'all are wondering what do I like speak about if I'm like talking to the most random and like, I don't know, like a stranger. So I've written, maybe you can ask them about their travel plans, their funny travel stories, food choices, maybe like their go-to spots or what cuisines they like the most, and maybe ask them about their work background if you're in school, and ask them, oh my god, like literally ask them about their music taste, or maybe their comfort YouTuber. What if you all have the same music taste or the same comfort YouTuber? You can bond on that for sure. I'm telling you, like you can bond on music and all these like social media related things, and you would instantly feel like there's a connection. And when you like speak to these people who you have not known from before, it actually helps you again with your confidence, because you have the confidence to strike a conversation with a stranger. Number 5, give compliments and take compliments. Now, giving compliments is related to how you're gonna be more magnetic to other people, and taking confidence has a lot to do with, again, confidence. So I would talk about the first one first, which is giving compliments. It is so necessary that you give genuine compliments to people. It just makes their day, and you have to understand that if you actually wanna have that kind of aura in you where you are just so effortlessly charming and you're just like a kind and a nice person, you want to make other people feel that way too. And not just because it has a lot to do with you, but in general, do you not want to be in a world full of people where, I don't know, we are just like hyping each other, giving compliments to each other? I was speaking to this friend of mine earlier at lunch, and we were like, this is not a very Indian thing. Like it happens, it has happened with me, where I would just genuinely give someone a compliment and they would just be like, what? Like they would just give me a side eye. And it is so saddening. Like if you travel, you would see that there's such a major cultural difference, where if you are like, let's say New York or US or whatever, I don't know, people give each other like genuine compliments. Random people, random strangers, like walking in the subway, they would give you a compliment. You feel so good, and you want to be that person actually who makes other people feel good. So yeah, just give compliments. Again, I have a list of compliments that you can give to people. Also, please don't give like the most generic compliments, like, oh my god, you're so pretty, whatever. That's fine, maybe like you can give it sometimes, but if you're in actual deep conversation with someone, maybe you've started speaking to someone, like just tell them that you love the way they speak, you love their aura, you love their vibe, and I don't know, like you love the way they conduct themselves, and just give like very niche based compliments. Maybe give compliments on like certain detail. Maybe someone has done their hair very differently, you can talk about that. Maybe someone has this one thing, particular, like very small tiny detail that you noticed, you can maybe talk about that. But yeah, stay away from these generic compliments. Once in a while you can give, but like generally I would refrain from just saying someone, oh, you're beautiful. Like, yeah, that's cute. You can say that to someone maybe on like street or something, because you don't know much about that. But again, like, rather than just saying, oh, you're beautiful, you could have just been like, oh my god, your smile is so pretty. Like, that's such a nice compliment. Okay, now taking compliments, guys, I get it. Most of us we just want to be modest, and whenever someone tells us, oh my god, your dress is so good, or you're looking so good, you're just like, haha, no, you're kidding, whatever. No, you don't want to be that person who doesn't know how to take compliments. If someone is complimenting you, no matter what you think, accept it. Be gracious about it, accept it with grace, and be like, oh my god, thank you, like, I feel so good, whatever. Hype yourself up so others around you will hype you too. You don't want to be the person who just does not know how to take compliments, because that speaks a lot about your confidence. And once you start taking compliments the way they are supposed to be taken, it would genuinely boost your confidence, because obviously, I mean, like, sometimes we do seek that validation, and when we are getting it from our surroundings, we want to accept that validation. I don't know, feel good about it. People are giving you compliments, why do you want to not take it? Okay, in the end, I just want to say that it's okay if you're too jumpy, too bubbly, too, I don't know, over expressive, maybe you're too talkative, maybe you are I don't know, it's just too loud in general. That's me maybe sometimes, and I used to feel so bad about it, and I used to always feel bad about it. I used to always try to tone myself down, only to realize that those are the things that make me me. And the minute I started accepting me, like, as myself, and I used to just be like, okay, this is me, maybe I'm too unfiltered, maybe I'm just like too excited, I like using my hands like this, I like speaking a certain way, and all of that just makes me me. And that, like, the minute you accept that is the minute you would get that confidence from within on your own. It starts from within. You have to first fully accept your soul, your body, the way you are, the way you look, and you won't believe, like, the minute you start showing up as you, no matter what. Like, maybe, I mean, again, I'm not saying if there are some, I don't know, red flags in you and some things that actually need attention, be open to it, be open to changing. We are not all, I don't know, flawless. We have flaws, and it's okay to work on them. But again, it's not okay to just change yourself because you think that others don't like you. Because I'm telling you, the minute you show up as you and you accept yourself as you, people in the room are gonna turn their heads, because you will be the person who will be uniquely you. In the room full of people where everyone's trying to be everyone, you will stand out. Like, you're getting my point. Like, I want to be a certain person, that's something I willingly want to be. But there are times when people around us make us feel like what we are doing or the way we are showing up is not okay, and just because others around us are making us feel that way, we change ourselves. That's not okay. That's not okay, because then you're just like lowering your self-esteem and your confidence because of others around you. And with that being said, I just want to thank everyone for watching the video. I hope it helped, and please let me know if there are any more things that you want to add to what I just said. If there are any more discussions that we can have in the comments, please drop in the comments. I would be happy to hear. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.